Here, and the concerns that you are mentioning about the financial markets are mainly related to inflation, and especially inflation in the US. And most of the inflation in the US is related to the job market. The job market is very tight. There are many reasons for that in the US, and the only way that the Federal Reserve can do in order to address the situation of demand is to push rates up. And recently there has been a repricing of this trajectory of Fed funds rate in the US, and now we anticipate ourselves the Fed funds rate to go around 5.5%. And this, in our mind, will create an investment-led recession. Household and corporation will invest less because the cost of capital is higher, and in due time it should allow inflation to go back around 3% towards the end of the year and 2% in 2024. But in that scenario, this is already priced in, so there's not much to win by investing in the S&P 500. We think there are much better opportunities in emerging markets, especially in Asia. China, Japan, they will benefit from the reopening of the Chinese economy after the COVID lockdowns. So our base scenario is that the Fed funds will end up at 5.5%, and the ECB base rate will end up at 3.5%. Of course, this is a scenario where we give a high probability, maybe 60%, but you have also alternative scenario. You have scenarios where some people are saying that the lagged effect of the previous hike are not showing yet in terms of the economy and the market, and they will do so in the coming months. So maybe they don't need to hike that much. And conversely, you have the opposite camp who says, well, that's not going to be enough to slow inflation. And here, in the kind of worst case scenario, we could envisage the Fed to go to 6, maybe 6.5, and the ECB to maybe something like 4%.